Lesson 15, the first vocabulary word is cozily. Cozily ends with a suffix ly, which means in a cozy way. If you are sitting somewhere cozily, you're warm, you're snug, and you're comfortable. In my house, there is one place that I like to sit the most. That is what I would consider a cozy place to sit. It's got pillows on it. It's comfy. I have a blanket that hangs over the back of it, and I can pull that down and wrap it around myself when I want to sit on it. And it's my couch. I like to tuck my legs up underneath me and read a good book while I'm sitting on my couch. And I get all cozy and warm, especially like when we had the snow day. It was something I enjoyed doing, getting all cozy on the soft couch. Sometimes I fall asleep because I get so cozy and comfortable. Sitting cozily means that you're in a comfortable place. You're warm, you're snug, you feel good, and you just know what it feels like when you wrap yourself in an ultra soft blanket, right? That's what it means to sit cozily. Take a moment to draw a picture of somewhere you would sit if you wanted to be cozy. Someplace that you could sit cozily. The second word in Lesson 15 is interrupted. We all know what it means to interrupt because we have actually a rule about it. In our class rules, rule number 2 is do not interrupt the teacher. So if you are interrupting the teacher, it means you are talking when the teacher is supposed to be talking. Or you talk over the teacher. To interrupt means you're talking when someone else already was. If you are talking and you're not supposed to be, you could get in trouble. If you do it to a friend, it's just considered rude. And something you might need to say would be, "Excuse me." If you interrupt a friend, you would probably say, "Oh, excuse me," because it's rude, and that's the proper thing to do, to excuse yourself for doing something that is rude. Think of a time that you've either interrupted your mom or your dad and maybe got in trouble for it. Maybe you've interrupted me, and I held up my hand with my 2 fingers up so that you could see it, and you knew you had to say, rule number 2, do not interrupt the teacher. If you do it accidentally, the thing you need to say is, "Excuse me." Draw a picture of a time you've gotten in trouble for interrupting someone. Maybe you want to draw a picture of our class rules, where class rule number 2 is do not interrupt the teacher. Draw that now. Vocabulary word 3 out of the lesson 15 words is triumphantly. You'll notice that you have a digraph PH right in the middle that makes the F sound. It ends with a suffix ly, which means in a triumphant way. And it begins with a consonant blend tr and ends, the base word ends, with a consonant blend nt. Triumphantly means a celebration. You've done something amazing and you're extremely happy about it and you're triumphant. I went to a football game not too long ago, and on the end of the field they have 2 goalposts where they kick the field goals and where they run the touchdowns. And then, you've got all the lines down the field. And the players were out there and they were playing for a championship. And finally, the end of the game got there. And the players in the blue jerseys, they won. They were so ecstatic about winning this big game that they were running around shouting, "Yippee! Awesome!" They were yelling all these things and they were acting very triumphantly because they had won the game. Think of a time you've maybe won a game. Maybe you've been to a baseball game and you got to be triumphant at the end because your team won. Think about a time that you have celebrated triumphantly winning a game and draw a picture of that now. Okay, we got 3 down. The next word is accomplishment. You'll notice that you've got twin consonants in accomplishment. You have those two C's. When twin consonants stand side by side, one is usually silent. Cross it out. You also have a consonant cluster, MPL, a compl, a digraph, SH, short I. A is obscure because it starts it. O, short. And then you have MENT, which is an ending. Okay? To make an accomplishment, you have achieved something that is hard to do. In art class, one of the things that you should be striving to accomplish, one of the things you should want to happen, is to be chosen as Student of the Month. If you're chosen as Student of the Month, you get a medal to hang around your neck. You're also going to get a certificate that says you're Student of the Month. You get those things all if you're chosen as the Student of the Month. That is an accomplishment. It's like being a leader in our class. Think of a time you have made a big accomplishment. Maybe it was getting Student of the Month. Maybe it was getting in the treasure box in kindergarten. Draw a picture of a time you have accomplished something. The next word is admire. To admire someone means you want to be like them, or you wish that you could do something that they could do. I know a lot of people admire the high school boys and girls that play basketball because they are such good athletes, and I know a lot of you wish that you could be like that, and you will one day if you practice hard enough. Think about how you would feel if someone said that they admired you. That would make you proud of yourself. You would be happy. It would make you feel pretty good for someone to say, hey, I admire you. I want to be like you. Think of someone that you admire, that you wish you could be like, and draw a picture of them. Think of a time that maybe someone has told you that they admired you. Draw a picture of what they admired about you. Was it that you were really good at playing the piano? Maybe it was because you were good at basketball. Think of a time that someone has either said that they admired you or you have admired someone else, and draw a picture of that now. The last vocabulary word for lesson 15 is ambition. Ambition is when you make a goal to do something. You say, I'm going to learn how to do this. It's a goal of mine. And then you work for it. I had an ambition when I was younger to be able to play the piano. I really wanted to be good at playing the piano, so I practiced all the time. I took lessons, and I worked hard at it so that I could get good. And I wanted to be able to play just all kinds of songs, and I was able to do that. Because I set an ambition. I had a goal to be good at it. Playing a musical instrument is something that you have an ambition to do, and it requires lots of practice. Think of something you have an ambition to do and draw a picture of that now. Okay.